Based on the internationally acclaimed novel, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo follows the exploits of two unexpected partners as they investigate the 40-year-old murder of a wealthy industrialist niece.
I'm Rooney Mara, and this is a scene from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
She's one of the best investigators I had.
But?
She's different.
In what way?
In every way.
She had to be a really fun character to play. Tell me about what it is that drives her.
I don't think you really ever find out. You know, she's such a complex character, and she's, you know, she sort of lives by her own set of rules.
He's clean, in my opinion. He's honest. Our credibility isn't dead yet.
Mine is.
How familiar with the books were you before you took the role?
I read the book a long time ago.
Okay.
I mean, on a vacation.
I had seen the Swedish film a few months before I ever auditioned, and then after my first audition, when I knew I was going to be screen testing, I read all 3 books.
I couldn't put him down. And then somebody called me, and I thought, my God.
So there was no question you'd do it, correct?
Oh, no question. I read the script, of course, but I knew that it was going to be terrific because David Fincher was the director.
Not at all, but I had seen the Swedish-Danish film, so I knew the story.
Did you like it? Was it something you felt like this is something I think should be done again, or was it trepidation?
I didn't care. Honestly, I didn't care. But I wanted to work with Fincher, so I would have done it even if all he had was a piece of toilet paper as a script. So.
I need your help. You come stay on the island. A way of avoiding all those people that you might want to avoid right now. You will be investigating thieves, misers, bullies, the most detestable collection of people that you will ever meet. My family.
It's going to be very close to the book and very, dealing with all of the great themes that are in the book, violence against women, and sexual politics, and a great mystery and a whodunit.
Of course, there's more pressure, but it was an enormous opportunity, and you kind of have to let the pressure go and forget about that while you're making the movie.
This is Harriet. Someone in the family murdered Harriet, and for the past 40 years has been trying to drive me insane. Those are from her, and the rest from her killer.
What was it like to work with Daniel Craig? He certainly is a well-known actor and someone I imagine a lot of people would love to work with.
It was great. I mean, he's an incredible actor, and I think, he's a very generous actor, and it was amazing being able to work with someone who's sort of been through so much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the book, there are some very violent scenes, but the film wouldn't have existed without them. They're key to the essence of the movie. I can't find something you've been unable to find in 40 years.
You don't know that. You have a very keen, investigative mind.
You were here that day.
A terrible day. Searching, not finding.
And what kind of set does David Fincher create?
Very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very happy. It's very intense, but it's very happy. You work very long hours, like you do on every movie set, but all you're trying to do is get it right. Do it better every time.
It's just the tiniest little, I got the right guy.
He doesn't celebrate himself in any way, He doesn't strut like some directors do. That shall remain nameless. And he's so infatuated with film and with actors, with people.
And I can't imagine having made this movie with anyone else. He's one of a kind.
He works hard to make it possible for his actors to become alive and create something wonderful.
The last time I reported on something without being absolutely sure, I lost my life savings. I need a research assistant.
I know an excellent one. She did the background check on you.
The what?
Your character she has a very defined sort of character, so to speak, in the larger sense. Did you feel like that meant you had to play her a certain way, or do you really feel like there was still lots of room for trying different stuff?
The character is very much spelled out in the books. Certainly I had some of my own ideas, and so did David, but I was lucky in that, Larson really created an incredible character. I didn't have to look very far.
Can I call you Elizabeth? I want you to help me catch a killer of women.
And I also heard that he does a lot of takes, and within that there's a lot of room to sort of play.
He does takes, sometimes, that can be a bit of a drag.
Mm-hmm.
Not in his case, because each take has something fascinating about it that's different.
And he just takes after takes after takes. It annoys some actors, but I really like it because it gives me more chances to try out things.
The names.
I may have something.
Nobody likes people poking around in their lives.
Everybody knows why you're here.
When you got into hair and makeup and sort of, did that help you get into character?
Yeah, of course. It's always super helpful for an actor when you have sort of a very defined look or something like that.
What was the process like? Was it long?
No, I mean, the initial transformation we did in basically one day, and I don't actually wear that much makeup in the film. There are certain scenes where she does it up a bit more, but it wasn't that bad of a process.
Someone killed her. Someone on the island that day.
If a woman approaches any beast and lies with it, you shall kill the woman and the beast.
Because you had worked with him before, did it sort of take some of the pressure away, kind of knowing his style a little bit?
I think it was probably a little bit. I only worked 4 days on The Social Network, so I didn't really have that great of an understanding for who he is. I knew that he was someone I could trust and someone I really respected.